instrument, which is the guitar, and these guys, we had a count up recently and they played 49 instruments at the last count. This man's just come down from his keyboards to play a guitar on this song, which he does very well, and he also plays bass, he produces records, he rides a one-wheel bicycle, and you name it. Guy Fletcher. Next to Guy is a multi-instrumentalist as well, but of course master of guitar, and he plays about 10 instruments, I believe, and on this song he's going to play bouzouki. Richard Bennett. The man behind Richard there is a star from on the trumpet, and he's brought a few instruments with him. He's got his flugelhorn, he's got his cornet, he's got his trumpet, of course, Tom Walsh. Next chap, same level as Tom, you know, they do a lot of work together, and it's just been great having them out on this little trip, and he's brought his saxophone, he's brought his tenor, he's brought his soprano, he's brought his clarinet, and he's got a little whistle in his back pocket as well that he's learning. Somebody's teaching him, I don't know who, but there's always something like that going on. Graham Blevins. No. Next to Graham is a chap who I've done many miles with, like Richard and Guy, a lot of years, and yeah, off and on, and making records and having fun together. And he's going to play the bodhrán on this song, which is a Celtic drum, and I fell in love with that instrument myself years ago, and I thought I'd learn how to play it, you know. How hard can it be? Too hard for me. But he's a very clever guy, he can play a lot of instruments. Danny Cummins. Speaking of clever guys, star drummer from the UK, and also has done a lot of miles with me now, a lot of years, and nobody better in the UK, I don't think, in there at all, but that's my personal opinion. What do I know? Not a lot, but he is a very proud Welshman, and a large fellow on a small drum. Ianto Thomas. And the third big man in the band hails all the way from Madison, Wisconsin.
What is that?
And I discovered this guy in a little club. He was playing with another little band, but much better band than I used to play in a long, back when the days when I was hiking. But, you know, it was just a revelation to me, the beautiful way that he played. That was a bass guitar, and I think he was playing an upright at the time as well, you know, just wrestling with an upright, which he still does every day. And great musicians don't come along like this guy very often. Glenn Wolfe. Yeah, if you come from Madison, Wisconsin, you know all about parkas. You know where to get a good parka. And moving from colder climes to the the surf areas of this great nation, wearing one of his surfing shirts, he does a mean twist and all those cool things. As a cool player too, and I don't think there's a better keyboard player anyway. And I'm just biased, and he's been around me for as many years now as probably as Glenn and Richard, Guy, and all these guys. It doesn't matter whether it's a piano, whether it's a Hammond organ, or any keyboard that takes his fancy. Thankfully, he's just taken a slight interest in the accordion. Jim Cox. finest. And another multi-instrumentalist, world class. Best, finest wood flute player in the world. Plays long whistles, short whistles, medium whistles. Plays those uilleann pipes that he's got across his knees there. He's got guitar down. He's forget about it. He's got tenor guitar. Plays bazooka. Plays sitar. How many instruments does Michael play? Probably, you know, everybody. I mean, it's ridiculous. Mike McGoldrick. I was thinking Michael could get a bit of, he could make a song out of a used can of tomatoes. He'd play it. And so could the guy next to him, who they do a lot of work together as well. They go around, they're world famous for what they do. They go around the world, they do a lot of shows together, and they investigate just, you know, in the interest of science, they investigate Guinness. Once they get the old Porsche out, you know, I mean, there's no stopping them. And this guy also plays all those instruments that Michael plays. He multi-instrumental talent, you know, and the pair of them have such beautiful old musical souls. And I heard them, and I said to who I was with, I said, I've got to play music with these guys, because they weren't playing on the same record, of course, back then. But this guy is also world famous, of course, for his beautiful violin playing. Scotland's very own John McCusker. So that's that little group taken care of, I think. No, I wouldn't have kept it so long if they just had a trio. It would have probably been Okay, Ricardo, you and I start this song, my friend, because I need you. Okay. You gonna count it?